What's up people, Gluten here, welcome back to another video. Today we're playing the old-timey classic from 2013, the Stanley Parable. I have heard so much good stuff about this, but I have never seen any content from it, so that's why I decided I need to play it, because it's so great. Let's just get into it, the Stanley Parable. End is never the end, is never the end, is never the end, is never the end.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year.
Shit.
And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy.
Doubt it. Totally
and then
doubt
one
it.
day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened. This complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Let's do it. Let's step out of the office. What do we have here? Hate Mondays. Classic Stanley. Shit. The sensitivity is... Sometimes it's... Hello? 428 is not home. 429 is not here.
Were gone.
430 is not here.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Yeah, let's go to the meeting room. Sorry. Okay then. This seems to be a meeting room. No? Okay then.
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Are you gonna test me here now? I kind of feel like I want to
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Yeah, that was my plan, actually.
Ah, yes, truly a room worth admiring.
Yeah.
It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley
Very
simply
beautiful.
stood here, drinking it all in.
Let's go.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
You all are really trying me here. I want to go here.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
It's so funny, man. Do not jump from the cargo lift. Can I do that? What happens if I do that? I want to do that. I want to do it. Woohoo!
But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
Yes. I had to try it. Come on. Oh, I get to start from the beginning now. Okay then.
All of his co-workers were gone.
Let's try to follow the instructions now.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I mean, you can't give me a ledge and tell me not to jump off it. You just can't.
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Yes, I will. Here we go. That's the meeting room. Yes,
Yet
it is.
there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Got any funny Easter eggs? What to do about 432? Don't tell 432 about my meeting. Using slides to assure employees that everything is okay. Make sure your slide has a slick blue graphic in the header. Everyone is unique. You most of all. To do. Synergize, core value, experience, shift global market, parade, monetize, free to pay. Fortnite much?
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
I'll go upstairs, sure. Sure, I'll go upstairs. Oh, what? Dude. This is a boss's office, man. Can I go in the bathroom? No, that's shitty. Hey, boss. Hi, secretary. Okay. How about here? You here, boss?
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life.
That's correct.
Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him.
Oh.
And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known that. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing.
Yeah.
He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Yeah. What are we doing here? Okay. Guessing we're going into the elevator. Let's do it. Oh, I don't like that. Actually. Do not like that.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job.
Yeah.
Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
I just became sentient. You don't know what I've been thinking. Nothing.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that
Mind
read
control.
Mind Control Facility.
I have to. Come on, I have to.
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
Oh no. I have to try it. Please don't send me back to the
The door behind him was
beginning.
not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
I love this, man. So
At this
good.
point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and
Yes.
willingly confront his death.
Totally. Kill me, son. Please don't send me back to the beginning. Come on. Okay, I'm not dead. I'm dead. Dead. I'm not dead.
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise, he reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever.
Oh shit.
Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man. So he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life. Farewell, Stanley.
Farewell. Farewell. Farewell.
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
Good death. What? Okay. I'm motherfucking Stanley.
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his
Oh,
office,
come
as
on.
alive as ever.
Come on.
What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish? When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance,
Yeah.
death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do
Sure.
you see now?
Yes, I
Do
do.
you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
Sure. Okay. Some sort of office here. The great plan of life. Filing cabinets. Is this the room I would have come into if I just would walk straight? Stanley's computer. Nice, I like that. Okay. So what are we doing here? Button sounds. The selection of the sounds used throughout the game when buttons are pressed. Each sound is a mix of a keyboard stroke and a synthesized tone. I like that. Credits. There are the credits. Okay, what do we do here then? Office clock. We got some boss's office. This is intricate. Employee lounge. Underground. An early version of the underground portion of the game.
Now look closely, Stanley.
Narration
See how it's
outtakes.
impossible for the player to do anything in this room. Perfect example of poor level design. Textbook mistake. It's the kind of thing you pick up on intuitively.
I like that, that's cool. I guess I was supposed to go here, or maybe not, I don't know. Maybe there's several endings and several side stories. I don't know. I don't know. That's a window. This is an elevator. Monitor room, elevator, okay. Am I supposed to be here? The game is now paused. Begin the game. Oh my god. That's trippy. What do we got here? Sending levers. Okay. They don't work. My action key makes keyboard sounds. That's amazing. We ran 4 major test trailers over the course of the game's development, each meant to convey something about the spirit of the game. This is the first one, released May 2012. It features a series of broken rooms and the voice of the narrator informing viewers that he is preparing a new version of Stanley Parable. That's cool. I don't have time to watch the trailer, I'm sorry. It's probably pretty good. Where did I come from? I haven't been here, I don't think. No? Okay. You just turned that off. Okay, I have been here. Exit. Sure, let's go to the exit.
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How
Yeah.
they wish to control one another.
Yeah.
How they both wish to be free.
Yes. And now we
Can you
restart.
see? Can you see how much they need one another?
Sure.
No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen.
For sure.
But listen to me.
Oh, okay.
You can still save these two. You can stop the program before they both fail. Push escape and press quit. There's no other way to beat this game. As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's
I guess I can't do
path.
it.
Stop now and it'll be your only true choice. Whatever you do, choose it. Don't let time choose for you.
Yes, I
Don't let
will.
time.
Good grief, that's great. That is great. Is this actually like, is it black screen now? Do I have to restart the game? I might have to. I might have to. Come on. You fuckers. Begin the game again. Fuck you, man. Well, I mean, you told me not to do it, so sure, who am I to blame?
All of his co-workers were gone.
Oh my god.
What could it
This
be?
is amazing.
Stanley decided to go to
I'm
the
so
meeting
happy
room.
I went
Perhaps
to
he
that
had simply
place.
missed
Oh
a
my
memo.
god, that's so good. Jesus. Jesus.
When Stanley came to a
Yes,
set of
I'll
2
follow the
open
rules.
doors, he entered the door on his left.
I will do such a thing. Nobody's here.
Yet there was not a single person here either.
No, it wasn't.
Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley
Pretty
decided to go
closet.
up to his boss's office.
Yes,
Coming
I
to a
will.
staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Yes. I will punch 2, 8, 4, 5 or whatever. Whatever the jig.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. What could it mean? Stanley wondered
no.
aloud to nobody. He began wildly tearing through papers
was
on
it?
the boss's desk, pulling books off the shelf, looking behind paintings, desperate for clues to his situation.
Is this different?
But his attention was caught by a keypad
No.
behind the boss's desk.
Maybe not.
What could its purpose be? In fact, this keypad guarded the terrible secret that lay buried below his feet.
Yeah.
And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number.
Yep.
2845.
Oh, so close.
But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code.
Of
By
course.
sheer luck.
Sheer luck,
Amazing.
man.
He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Well, elevator time. Loading. 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 Alright, let's not escape this time.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Yes.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Maybe. I'm mostly concerned about the TVs up there not being aligned with everything. I hate that. Sure, what we do now?
Now the monitors jumped to
Oh,
life, their true
damn.
nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the
Oh,
building.
shit.
Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen. And
Yes.
Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Nothing, man. Nothing at all. What was my number? 127? There's nothing here, okay. 127. 127. There we go. Can't see anything. Okay, we got another little bridge. See what we got here. Elevator.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true.
No.
Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the
course.
only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his
Yeah.
emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
Yes. That's every
No.
job.
He refused to believe it. He
Yeah.
couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was
Never.
unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible?
Of course
Had he
it's possible,
truly
man.
spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Yes.
But here was the
Obviously.
proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions.
Mind
Happy
control.
or sad or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place.
Of
And as the
course.
cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would
Burn it
dismantle
down.
the controls once and for all.
Was that house button that mean they get to go home? So they like manually pushes you to go home? That's pretty fucking sick, man. You are offline. Man, none of these buttons do fucking anything, man. I suppose I'm going into the facility power. Mind control idle, awaiting input. So I escaped the matrix, man.
And when at last he found the
Turn it off. Shit. What do we got here?
Blackness
Yes.
and a rising chill of uncertainty.
Totally.
Was it over?
Possibly.
Yes. He had won. He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him. For it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go.
Sure.
No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know.
Not sure if I like
It
this.
was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
Did I?
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him.
Yes.
This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
Is that like an alt ending? That I was not supposed to do that? Beat the game. Achievement unlock. I have a feeling that's not... Okay. So
All of his co-workers were gone.
you got several
What could it
restarts
mean?
for
Stanley
different
decided
reasons.
to go
That's
to the
pretty.
meeting room.
That's pretty sick.
Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
So I'm guessing I'm supposed to turn that thing on because
When Stanley came to a set of
I
two
don't
open
see
doors,
much other
he entered the door on
choices.
his left.
That's pretty. It's pretty sick of you, man.
Yet there was not a single
Talk
person
less.
here either. Feeling a
No.
wave of disbelief,
Shit.
Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might
I
find
wanna
an
go
answer.
down
But
here
coming
now.
to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
I did not. What do we got down here then? It's a
But
car.
Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss,
Yeah.
admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be fired for that. And in
Yes.
such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all. None of it made any logical sense.
It didn't, and
And as
this
Stanley
doesn't
pondered
either.
this, he began to make other strange observations.
Yes, I
For
do.
example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down?
Oh, come on.
Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went? And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they
Yes.
simply repeated? No,
Yes, they are.
Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real.
Yeah.
And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming, he yelled. This is all a dream. Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone.
No.
He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all.
That's true.
He thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid.
So enjoyable.
So he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground. Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up.
Yeah.
How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner.
What's that?
Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking? Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange.
So
I'm
strange.
dreaming about a voice describing me thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought.
That is
And
actually
when he
a
thought
good
it all
question.
very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was
Could it
Stanley
be?
simply deceiving himself? Believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself?
Maybe.
Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life. Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it.
Yeah.
He would prove that he was in control, that
Okay.
this was a dream.
Yep.
So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back,
I can't feel that.
the fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream.
Yes.
I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please.
Yes,
It's
please.
all I want.
That's
I
all
want my
I want.
apartment, and my wife, and my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal. I am normal.
I'm normal.
Everything will be fine.
Everything will be fine.
I am okay.
I'm okay. You twat.
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone, wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black.
Again? Come on.
This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
Oh, come on.
Mariella
on.
woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work.
My God.
But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the
Drug-infused
sidewalk.
hysteria.
And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments, she considered the strange man.
Yes.
He was obviously crazy. This
Sure.
much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like.
Of course.
And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind.
Of course. you
I
know.
know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better.
Of course.
But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day. The very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
Thank you for that beautiful side quest. That's amazing. That's a long ass side piece quest.
Someone was
Side
following
thing.
Stanley. He was sure of it.
What?
If he checked over his shoulder now,
Huh?
he would surely catch them. It was only a matter of time.
This is different. What the fuck? This is different. What are you doing?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors,
Okay.
he entered the door on his left.
Why is that different?
Yet there was not a single
Okay.
person here.
Now we're back on
either.
track at least.
Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office.
Yes, I
Hoping
will
he'd
do
come
that
into
this
a
time.
staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
2845. 2584.
The moment he entered his
2584.
manager's office, Stanley froze in his tracks.
2584.
Not a living soul
Fuck.
anywhere. Could he really be all alone?
2, 5.
This was too much for Stanley to take. Too much for any man to take. He
2,
fell to his knees,
4,
bursting into
8,
half
5.
moans, half sobs, the guttural retching of life from a man
2,
denied any
4,
hope,
5,
any
8.
reason to keep going. Here on the floor, he lay prone,
2,
paralyzed by fear
8,
for nearly a
4,
full hour.
5.
But Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk. That kind of anxiety isn't healthy. So he relaxed for a few moments with some calming new age music.
You fucker. What the fuck? Give me some booze. Shanti. Give me some wine. Dude. This is the best.
Feeling soothed and rejuvenated,
Yeah,
Stanley
sure.
calmly walked forward into the opened passageway.
Yes. Thank you for that. I love that, man. Let's see if we can progress the story. Jesus. Okay. So I'm guessing we're gonna turn this
Stanley
stuff
walked straight ahead
on,
through the large
not
door
off.
that read Mind Control Facility.
Yes. Main control facility.
The
Open
lights
the gate.
rose on an enormous
gate?
room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold?
Okay, the bridge
Stanley
comes in.
thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
I fucking have no strength, brother. Brother. Let's switch out the snooze. And keep on going. This is such clever game design. It's
Now the monsters
unbelievable.
jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a
Pretty big
screen.
company, I gotta give it to you.
Stanley, one of them,
Good job.
eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Nothing at all. Fucking nothing. Give me the elevator.
This mind control facility, it
Give
was
me the
too
elevator.
horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time?
Okay, you are
Was this
giving me
the
the
only
elevator.
reason he was happy with his boring job? That his
Yeah.
emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
Of course it is, man.
No. He
No?
refused to believe it. He
I do
couldn't
believe it.
accept it. His
Yes, I
own
can.
life in someone else's control?
Yes.
Never.
Yes,
It was
always.
unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
The thing is that this is not really such a stretch. I mean, every office job is like this. You are being
Here was the
monitored.
proof, the heart of the operation.
That's
Controls
what life
labeled
is,
with
man.
emotions,
Can I go down here?
happy
Please don't kill
or
me. I don't want to
sad
do this again.
Or content, walking,
nothing.
eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as
Yes.
the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life.
I
For
don't
he
do that.
would dismantle the controls once and for all.
No, I will not do that. I'll turn it on, bitch. Don't even try me. Let's turn on the system.
Oh, Stanley.
Yeah.
You didn't just activate the controls, did you?
Yes, I
After
did.
they kept you
Yes, I did.
enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted?
Of course, yeah.
Control?
Yeah.
Oh, Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need
course.
to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go.
Shall I
Turn
run?
the controls off
Maybe I'll run.
and leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent,
Yeah.
Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system.
Ah.
In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are
I'll
set
run.
to explode, eliminating the entire complex.
That's
How
pretty
long
cool.
until detonation then? Let's say 2 minutes.
Okay.
Ah, now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley?
Yes, that's fun.
It's your time to shine. You
That's
are
very
the
fun.
star. It's your story now. Shape it to
Oh,
your heart's desires.
it's a code.
Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little
What's the
time
code?
left to enjoy it. Mere moments until the bomb goes off. But what precious
Dude.
moments each one of them is.
Fail state.
More time to talk about you, about me, where we're going, what all this means. I barely know where
Three.
to start.
3? Incorrect.
What's
One.
that? You'd like to know where your co-workers are? A moment of solace before you're obliterated? All right, I'm in a
One.
good mood. You're gonna die anyway. I'll tell you exactly what happened to them. I
5.
erased them. I turned off the machine. I set you free. Of course, that was merely in this
1.
instance
Where's
of the
1?
story.
1,
Sometimes
1,
when I
1. Okay,
tell it,
here we go.
I
That's
simply let you
1 and
sit
2.
there in your
Okay.
office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then
1,
dying alone. Other
2,
times, I let the office sink into the
1.
ground, swallowing everyone inside, or I let it burn to a crisp. I
1.
have to say this,
I'm
though,
pressing 1.
This version of events has been rather amusing.
2.
Watching you try to make sense of everything and take back the control wrested away from you.
3,
It's quite
4,
rich. I
5.
almost hate
That's
to
5.
See it go.
That's
But I'm
4.
sure
Where's
whatever
3?
I come up with on the next go
Where's
around
3?
will
Where's
be
3?
even
Where's
better.
3?
My goodness, only 34 seconds left.
3.
But I'm
3.
enjoying this so much.
Ooh,
You
I
know
might have
what?
time.
To
I
hell
might
with
have
it.
time. I
I'm
might
going
have
to put
time.
some extra
3.
time on
Fuck,
the
where's
clock.
4?
Why not? These are
4 is up here.
precious
Okay, I don't have
additional
time.
seconds.
Shit, fuck.
Time doesn't grow on trees. Oh,
Is
dear
1 minute
me,
again?
what's the matter, Stanley? Is it that you have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed
4.
to be doing right now? Or did you just assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off?
Yes, I did.
Look at you, running from button to button, screen to screen, clicking on every little thing in this room.
Yep.
These numbered buttons, no, these colored ones. Or
5.
maybe this big red
No.
button, or this door. Everything, anything, something here will save me. Why would you think that, Stanley? That this video game can be beaten?
Yes.
Won? Solved? Do you have any idea what your purpose in this place is?
No.
Stanley, you're in for quite a disappointment. But here's a spoiler for you. That timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action moving along. It's just seconds ticking away to your death.
Yeah.
You're only still playing instead of watching a cutscene because I want to watch you for every moment that you're powerless. To see you made humble. This is not a challenge. It's a
Incorrect.
tragedy.
3.
You
3.
wanted to control this world, that's fine.
I guess
But I'm
that doesn't
going to
mean anything,
destroy
but
it first, so you can't.
sure.
Take
Sure.
a look at the clock, Stanley. That's 30 seconds you have left to struggle.
3.
30 seconds until a big boom and then nothing.
Goodbye, employee
No
47. Okay,
just
goodbye.
you being blown to pieces. Will you cling desperately to your frail life, or will you let it go
I
peacefully?
can't hear you over the
Another
music.
choice. Make it count, or don't. It's all the same to me. All
Yeah,
part
me
of
too,
the
man.
joke. And believe me, I will be laughing at
I'll
every
stand
second
here.
of your
I'll
inevitable
stand here.
life from the moment we fade in until the moment I say happily ever up.
Yeah. Yeah. I hope I wasn't supposed to solve a puzzle. We'll see. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
What am I supposed to do with
When Stanley came to a
Okay,
set of
I'm gonna go
two open doors,
right,
this was not the
motherfucker.
correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
I
Perhaps
do.
he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Sure. No, I
Wow.
don't trust you, motherfucker.
Yes, this room. But
Not
eager
at
to get
all.
back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
I don't think I went
And
here
so he
before.
detoured through the maintenance
Okay.
section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door,
That's a
and got back on
different
track.
thing. That's the meeting room. Fuck, you closed the door. Dude, shit, fuck, tits.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling
What happens if I begin? I'll begin again. I need to see where that elevator goes.
the meeting room, yes, that's where everyone would be.
Yeah.
Stanley just needed to get to the meeting room, and from then on, he would never be alone ever again.
These motherfucking narrated, it changes, man. It changes.
When Stanley came to a set of two open, this was not the correct way to the meeting room,
No,
and Stanley
it's
knew it
not.
perfectly well. Perhaps
Yes.
he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire
Perhaps I want to do that, but who
it. The lounge
knows
was
really?
sublime.
What
a
I
work of
want.
art.
I'm just
But eager to get
ones
back
and
to
zeros.
business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Yes, I'll take the first door on my left, and then
And
I'll
so he
take the
detoured through the
elevator.
maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
Please don't kill me. Please don't kill me. What are you doing now?
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track.
Yes.
So now in order to get back, he needed to go, from here it's, left.
Okay.
Oh, no, it's to the right, my mistake. No,
Come
no,
on,
no,
bitch.
not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right?
I don't know.
What was I thinking?
What were you
it's
thinking?
Clearly... Oh dear, would you hold on for a minute, please?
Oh yeah, sure. No problem. Take your time, bro. I have all night.
We went
I have
down,
all night.
Right, left, down, left, right. Yep, okay, yes. I've got it
In here.
now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
Okay. Are you gonna drive me over? No. Okay, we are. Okay.
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler.
Oh,
Quick, Stanley,
shit.
close your eyes.
Okay.
Okay. We just have to get back to oh, who am I kidding? It's all rubbish now.
Yeah,
The
it
whole
is.
story completely unusable.
Sure.
How about rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning.
come on.
And this time, suppose we don't wander so far off track, Okay. From the top.
This is infuriating. What am I supposed to do?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Yep. That is very, very plausible, actually.
When Stanley... Wait,
What?
what? No, I restarted. I swear, I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh. Everything should be... Well, did something change? Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors?
Yeah,
Did you
sure.
move the story somewhere, or... Hold
Sure I
on.
did.
Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story. It was right here just a minute ago. I know for sure that it's here somewhere. Okay then. It's an adventure. Come on, Stanley. Let's find the story.
I want to go here. No? Okay. This is awesome, man. Dude. You open all the doors for me. That is pretty freaking good, man. Is this one of those loops again? Because I'm gonna get pissed off about it. Oh, it is, isn't it? It is, you fucker.
I'll
No?
say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before. Do we just...
Sure.
Do we need to restart the game
No,
again?
don't do that,
Well, I
man.
find it unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this. Okay, let's give it a shot. Why not?
Oh, come on. Oh my god.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Sure I have. I probably have, man. Oh, come on.
It's worse. I might be remembering this wrong. It's possible the story is back where we just came from. Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything?
Sure. 'Cause I can open that door. Y'all are killing me. Come on.
Aha! I knew we'd missed something. The story. Here it comes. No, wait. Never mind. Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps.
Yeah, let's do that. That's a good idea. Okay, come on.
Well, I'll be honest, I don't recognize this place at all. Is this the story? I don't think so. I can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct?
Yes, that's correct, man.
Do you remember, Stanley?
I
Well,
do
you know what?
remember.
Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win!
Yay!
Congratulations!
Yay!
I know
Oh,
you put in
win.
a lot of hard work, and it really paid off. So, good job.
Thank you.
Oh, no, I don't feel right about this at all. We
me
both know
neither.
you didn't put in any actual work for that win.
No.
Some people win fair and square, and this was not one of those situations.
No, it wasn't.
Okay? I'm getting weirded out by whatever this place is. I don't care what might happen this time. I have to restart.
That seems like a perfectly good idea.
All right, I've got a
Yes.
solution. This time, to make sure we don't
Yes.
get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable Adventure Line.
Sure.
Just follow the line. How simple is that?
That is very simple. Thank you very much,
You see,
narrator.
the line knows where the story is. It's over
Yeah.
in this direction. Onward, Stanley, to
Yeah.
destiny.
Yeah, sure.
Here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination,
That
even
is
if
true.
there's no story there?
That's true.
Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story? Simply by the act of moving forward, are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself? Whoa. Hang on. That got a bit weird back there. Well, I'd like to apologize.
Yeah.
Not sure where
You
I
better.
was going with all that.
Me
You know what?
neither.
I think what we need right now is a bit of music to lighten the mood.
Please. This seems perfectly viable. I am down for whatever the fuck this is. It's awfully loud though. Like
Got the
super
music?
loud.
Go
Thank
back
you.
And look at that fern.
The fern.
Stanley, this fern will
Yeah.
be very important later in the story.
Okay.
Make sure you study it closely and remember it carefully.
Okay.
You won't want to miss anything.
Okay. This feels like a setup, but sure. Okay, it's a fern. It has ferns and it's ferny. Yep, I'm good. So good, man.
Wait, what? We're back at the office? No. Line,
come on.
you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story? Is any of this ringing a bell?
It's not actually. It's not at all. Oh, come on.
Oh, no, not again. Line, how could you have done this to us? And after we trusted you, after everything we've been through, you... Oh, I can't take this anymore. To hell with it. Restart.
I love this. This is so fucking good, man. Come on. You cannot be this clever
You know
and,
what,
and
Stanley?
make your
I say
fucking
forget
games.
the adventure line. What's it ever done for us? We're
Nothing.
intelligent people, right? Why
No.
can't we make up our own story?
We're
Something
fucking stupid.
exciting, daring, mysterious.
Sure.
Ooh, this all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't
Yep.
we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction?
Yeah, sure. I am totally down to clown, my
Now,
dude.
Yes, this is exciting. Just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything. What do you want our story to be?
A
Go
porno.
wild. Use your imagination.
Porno.
Whatever it might be, Stanley.
Porn
I'm
video.
ready for it.
Sex tape.
Oh, no, not you again. Stanley, I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story.
Sure.
No lines or monitor rooms.
Sure.
Just don't acknowledge it. We
Yeah.
should be fine.
Yeah. Oh, this is too good, man.
Ah, a choice.
Yeah.
We get to make a decision.
Sure.
From here, the story is in our control.
Thank
How
God.
important we mustn't squander the opportunity. In
Yes.
fact, I believe I need a minute to think here.
Oh, come on.
Just walk in circles for a minute. Okay, so I know that each door has to lead somewhere, which means that somewhere, the place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here.
And
that
that's
in
probably true.
turn means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin. So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going?
I think
Since the
so.
answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one. Another victory for logic. Come,
Yes.
Stanley, our destiny awaits.
Oh, so good. Oh no.
Hold up, what's this? The confusion ending. You're
I don't...
telling me
or maybe
that's
I
what
have
this
played
is?
for
It's all
16
one
minutes.
giant ending? And we're supposed to restart the game, what, eight times? That's really how all this goes? It's all determined? So now, according
Find
to
the
the
confusion
schedule, I
ending
restart
schedule.
again. Then what?
That's the
Am I
fifth
just
restart.
supposed to forget? Well, what if I don't want to
Instant
forget?
delivery is present. I'm able to
My
go anywhere
mind
and do
goes
anything. The
blank
game
simply
restarts
because
on
it's
its
written
own.
here on
6
this-
restart,
this
find the line again,
thing.
begin from the
Wall.
line. For identical replica of the
Well,
office that
who
has begun
consulted
to
me?
deteriorate.
Why don't I
Attempt
get
to
to
make up the
decide?
story here.
Why don't
There
I
is
get a
such game.
say in all of this?
There is
Is it
no
really-
longer an office, simply black
it can't
space.
be.
Wander in black,
I
let's
don't
find a
want it to
bookstore.
be.
Get to the
I
book
don't
and
want
lead
the game
narrator
to keep
restarts game.
restarting. I don't
The
want to
narrator is
forget
gone
what's
after a
going
long time.
on.
Stanley dies.
I don't want to
Okay.
be trapped like this. I won't restart the game. I won't
Do
do
it,
it.
do
I
it.
won't do it.
Do
I
it.
won't do it. And the timer stopped. Does that mean did we do it? Did we break the cycle?
I don't think we did.
Whatever it is that made this schedule. How would we even know? Will someone come for us?
Narrator
Will something
forgets about the
happen?
previous restart.
So, okay.
Restart.
I guess now we just wait. You know, I suppose in some way that this is a kind of story. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah,
I'm not quite
yeah,
sure
sure.
if we're in the destination or the journey. Though they're always saying that life is about the journey and not the destination.
Life is
so
a
I hope that's where we are
highway.
right now. We'll find out, won't we?
Yeah, we will.
Eventually.
Sure.
Well, in the meantime,
Come on. Okay, 5th restart. Alright.
all of his co-workers were gone. What
Okay.
could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Now he forgets about the restart. So that's it. I can't remember what I said after that, but
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
yeah, let's do this. Let's hold the narrator. Sure.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling
Don't
a
get
wave
fired.
of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office.
I will do
Hoping
that.
he might- Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Yes, please. Can I go take a piss? Is that okay? That's not okay. It is okay. I got the feeling money's for stealing, but not yours, of course. Sergeant, that's a lovely purse. Okay. Extreme bathrooms. Alright. I'll thank you for this Easter egg, I guess. Thank you. Okay. Is this open as well? Yes, it is. Okay. Narrator has completely checked out business strategy. Okay. Can I go here? I can. Oh, okay. Sure. I'm down. I'm down to fucking clown. Stanley. Are you telling me that I have to stand here until I get sick of this and restart? I think that's what is happening. Okay, we're here. Okay, we're back. Thank you. That was so fun.
Okay, I think we all know the drill by now.
Yep.
Blah, blah, blah. Dark secrets, the keypad. Stanley
Okay,
pushes some
thank you.
buttons. Oh, hey, look, it's a new passageway. Quelle surprise.
Yep. Yeah, that's good. Anything new over here? No? Right. Let's see what happens, boys and girls. Loading.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Yep. Bam.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Don't think I do, man. Don't think I do.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Nothing, man. Nothing. Give me the elevator.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time?
Have I?
Was this
Have
the
I
only
been?
reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
I think so.
No.
I think so.
He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content.
Happy.
Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began
Can I
to
do
sink
anything
in,
else here?
Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another
go here?
human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
I'm not able to do much here. 2, 1. It's dark here. Was it this dark? Maybe it was, maybe it wasn't. Here's a big fucking red button. Maybe this is the button he talked about before. Okay. Now my problem here is, do I turn it on or off? I'm guessing on.
And when at last he found the source of the... Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you?
Yes, I
After they
did.
kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted?
Yep.
Control?
Sure is.
Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go.
I don't
Turn
want
the
to.
controls off and leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example,
Can
and
I
I
open this
believe
door?
you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just
1.
initiated the network's emergency
2.
detonation system. In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are set to explode,
3.
eliminating the entire complex. How long until detonation then? Let's say 2 minutes. Now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley? It's your time to shine.
4.
You are the star. It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's desires. Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it. Mere moments until the bomb goes off. But what precious moments each one of them is.
I don't
More
know.
time to
I
talk
don't
about
know.
you, about me, where we're going, what all this means. I barely know where to start.
Something
that?
happened.
You'd like to know where your co-workers are? A moment of solace before you're obliterated? All right, I'm in a good mood. You're gonna die anyway. I'll tell you exactly what happened to them. I erased them. I turned off the
Okay,
machine.
this is green.
set you
Okay,
free.
I fucking opened the door,
Of
man.
course, that
Oh,
wasn't
come
really
on.
In this instance of the
No.
story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever,
Did I fuck it
pushing
up?
buttons
Was
endlessly
it
and then
open?
dying alone.
Okay, let's do it again then.
Other times,
1.
I let the office sink into the ground,
2.
swallowing everyone inside, or I let it burn to a crisp. I have to say this, though, this version of events has been rather
3.
amusing. Watching you try to make sense of everything and take back the control wrested away from you, it's quite rich. I almost hate to see it go.
I fucking had it, but then I
Sure, whatever
fucked
I
it.
come up with on the next go around will
4.
be even better. My goodness, only 34 seconds left. But I'm enjoying this so much. You know what? To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock. Why
Thank
not?
you, thank you.
These are precious additional seconds.
Then we go
Time doesn't grow on trees.
5. And then
dear
red
me,
button.
what's the matter, Stanley? Is it that you have
Red
no
button.
idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now? Or did you just assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it on?
Oh, what did I do then to open
Running
it?
from button to button, screen to screen, clicking on every little thing in this room. These numbered buttons, no, these colored ones. Or maybe this big red button, or this door. Everything, anything, something here will
3.
save
I
me.
pressed the
Why
fucking
would you think
3.
that, Stanley? That this video game can be beaten? Won? Sold? Do you have any idea what your purpose in this place is? But you really believe there's an answer?
Green.
How many times will you replay this bit, looking desperately for a solution? 10? 100? 1,000? I look forward to finding out and to watching the
It
bomb
was
go off
open,
each
man.
time
What
you
did I
fail.
do?
Just
3.
you and me and the retching explosion of fire and metal over and over and over for all of eternity.
Yes.
And Stanley died again. And Stanley died again. And
Come on.
Stanley died again. Take a look at the clock, Stanley. That's 30 seconds you have left to struggle. 30 seconds until a big boom and then nothing. No ending here. Just you being blown to pieces. Will
Did I
you
fuck
cling
something up, or
desperately
am I
for
doing what I'm
or will you
supposed
let
to?
it go peacefully? Another choice. Make it count. Or don't. It's all the same to me. All a part of the joke. And believe me, I will be laughing at every second of your inevitable life from the moment we fade in until the moment I say, happily ever after.
Dude. Something gonna be different, or did I just fuck up? I think I might have fucked up.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Perhaps.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Sure. Let's see if I can find it, because that motherfucker
Yet
was
there was
open.
not a single person here either.
It was open. I could
Feeling
have
a
gone
wave
in,
of
but I
disbelief,
didn't have the time.
Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Let's see, depending on what he says here, if this is just a replay. Okay,
Here's the
it's even
door,
faster.
just go.
Okay, it's even faster. So it's a little bit different.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Yes. And I'm gonna do this sickening, boring, slow shit again. Try to open the same
The
fucking
lights
door
rose
again.
on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself.
Nobody knows.
Did he have the strength to find out?
Yes, I do.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building.
So I went
Stanley's
1, 2, 3, 4,
co-workers.
5.
The lives
red
of so many
and then door
individuals
open.
reduced to images on a screen. And Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
I don't want to have to Google this shit, man. I really don't want to have to do
This
that.
mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't
Yep.
be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this
Probably.
the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
Let's go.
No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His
No.
own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But
Think
here
so.
was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy or sad or content. Walking,
Okay.
eating,
Let's
working,
try. Let's
all
try.
of it monitored and commanded from
1,
this
2, 3,
very
4, 5
place.
red.
And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery... Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you?
Yes, I
After
did.
they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted?
Yes,
Control?
this is what I want.
Oh, Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that
1,
machine can do. You were supposed
2.
to let it go, turn the controls off, and leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that.
3.
I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system. In the event that this
4.
machine is activated without proper
Keep checking the
DNA
door, see if it's
identification,
open. Not
nuclear
yet,
detonators
not
are
yet,
set
not
to
yet.
explode, eliminating the entire complex. How long until detonation then? Let's say 2 minutes. Ah, now this is making things.
Oh,
a little
the door
more
is open,
fun,
the
isn't
door
it,
is open.
Stanley?
I didn't do
It's
shit.
Your time to shine.
I'm fucking
You are the
useless. I didn't do
star.
shit.
It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's
shit,
desires.
man.
Oh, this
Oh,
is
okay.
much
Oh,
better
you
than what I had
fucking-
in mind.
Oh,
What a
it's
shame we
okay.
have so
Nothing-
little time
nothing
left to enjoy
matters.
it. Mere moments until the bomb
just goes
goes
when I get
off.
close.
But what precious moments each one of them is. More time to talk about you, about me, where we're
Oh,
going.
Dickinson.
What all this means, I barely know where to start. What's that?
Oh, I thought I did
You'd like to
something,
know where your
man.
co-workers are. A moment of solace before you're obliterated. All right, I'm in a good mood. You're gonna die anyway. I'll tell you exactly what happened to them. I erased them. I turned off the machine. I set you free. Of course, that was merely in this instance of the
Okay,
story.
what can I do?
Sometimes when
That's
I tell
not
it, I
related to
simply
the
let you
buttons.
sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then
hat.
dying alone. Other times, I let the office sink into the ground, swallowing everyone inside, or I let it burn to a crisp. I have to say this, though, this version of events has been rather amusing. Watching you try to make sense of everything and take back the control wrested away from you, it's quite
Can I go
rich.
down here?
I almost hate to see it go. But I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go-around will be even better. My goodness, only 34 seconds left.
Maybe
But
this
I'm
is the
enjoying this
ending.
so much. You know what? To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock. Why not? These are precious additional seconds, Stanley. Time doesn't grow on trees. Oh dear me, what's the matter, Stanley? Is it that you have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now?
That's true.
Or
That's
did you
true.
just assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off? I mean, look at you. Running from button to button, screen to screen, clicking on every little thing in this room.
Yep.
These numbered buttons, no, these colored ones. Or maybe this big red button. Or this door. Everything, anything, something here will save me.
Yeah.
Why would you think that, Stanley? That this video game can be beaten? Won? Solved? Do you have any idea what your purpose in this place is?
No, I don't.
But you
No,
really
I
believe there's an answer? How many
Yeah.
times will you replay this bit, looking desperately for a solution? 10? 100? 1,000?
Fuck yeah.
I look forward to finding out and to watching the bomb go off each time you fail. Just you and
Sure.
me and the retching explosion of fire and metal over and over and over for all of eternity. And Stanley died again. And Stanley died again.
Yes, I did.
And Stanley died again.
Again. Yep, you are
Take a
correct.
look at the clock, Stanley. That's 30 seconds you have left to struggle. 30 seconds until a big boom and then nothing. No ending here. Just you being blown.
Maybe
to
this is a
pieces.
rocket ship and
Will
I'll
you cling
fly out of here.
desperately to your frail life? Or will you let it go peacefully?
I'm gonna stand here now.
Another choice. Make
Yes.
it count. Or don't. It's all the same to me. All a part of the joke. And believe
Yes.
me, I will be laughing at every second of your inevitable life from the moment we fade in until the moment I say, happily ever after.
Okay, that's not it. Damn it. To hell.
I can't wait to tell this story to my co-workers, Stanley thought. How amusing they'll find it. Oh, won't we all just laugh and laugh at the time I thought everyone had gone missing?
Yes. Yes, thank you.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
I will do that.
Standing now in this incredible room, Stanley for the first, but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Nope, not this time, bro.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Okay, I can't jump. What happens if I stand here?
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here.
Yes, we have.
I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not.
Yes,
I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley.
Could go down here and out
someone
there.
you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
Ooh,
This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself, to put your work aside, to let her back into your life.
Okay.
She's been waiting. That's her, Stanley.
Okay. What do we got?
Oh, Stanley, is that you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven. All right. Okay, there we go. All right, now,
Okay.
I want you to come in and tell me all about your day.
Oh, jab fish.
Gotcha. Oh, come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife who'd want to commit their life to you? I'm trying to make a point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something. Come inside. Let me show you what's really going on here.
Sure.
This is a very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley.
Oh no. Good morning, employee. Press K on your keyboard.
Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence.
Okay.
Look at him there, pushing buttons, doing exactly what he's told to do. Now he's pushing a button. Now he's eating lunch. Now he's going home. Now he's coming back to work. One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life.
I have not.
But in his mind, he can go on fantastic adventures. From behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown, fantastic discoveries of new lands. It was wonderful. And each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him.
So sad. 9.
And so he began to fantasize about his own job. First, he imagined that one day while at work, he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth. The thought excited him terribly. So he went further. He imagined that he came to 2 open doors and that he could go through either. At last, choice. It barely even mattered what lay behind each door. The mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold.
Yep.
As he wandered through this fantasy world, he began to fill it with many possible paths and destinations. Down one path lay an enormous round room with monitors and mind controls. And down another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions. And down another was a game with a baby. And he called it the Stanley Parable.
A game with the baby?
It was such a wonderful fantasy, and so in his head he relived it again, and then again, and again, over and over, wishing beyond hope that it would never end, that he might always feel this free. Surely there's an answer down some new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one more time. But there is no answer. How could there possibly be? In reality, all he's doing is pushing the same buttons he always has. Nothing has changed. The longer he spends here, the more invested he gets. The more he forgets which life is the real one.
So fucking true,
And
man.
I'm trying to tell him this. That in this world he can never be anything but an observer. That as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself. But he won't listen to me. He won't stop. Here, watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it.
I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it, man. How long are you gonna have me to wait? I suppose there is no waiting. You're just waiting for me to push a button, right? Okay, let's wait. I have all day. I don't actually. Well, fuck you.
You see? Can he just not hear me?
Fuck
How can
you.
I tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself? How can I get him to see what I see? How can I make him look at himself? I suppose I can't, not in the way I want him to. But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley. We're not so different, I suppose.
No.
I'll try once more to convey all this to him. I'm compelled to. I must. Perhaps, well, maybe this time he'll see. Maybe this time.
Maybe.
And I tried again. And Stanley pushed a button. And I tried again. And
Okay.
Stanley pushed a button. And I tried.
Fuck that, man. Oh, we got something different. We got a bunch of paper.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Yes, perhaps. Perhaps.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open, this was not the correct way to the meeting room,
I'm sure.
and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to
Papers
stop by
in
the
queue.
employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Hmm.
Stanley felt lightheaded, butterflies in his stomach, but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Nope.
Stanley was so bad at following
Let's
directions,
try to go down
it's
here then.
incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here.
Let me go over here.
I'm not your
I want to go
enemy,
there.
Really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be
I'm gonna
difficult.
go down here
but the
then.
fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time.
Let's do it.
There's someone you've
whoop.
been neglecting. What? Really?
There we go.
I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you
Danger
that
everywhere.
convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why?
Yep.
I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side.
Okay.
Give me a chance.
Sure.
Now listen carefully, this is important.
Yep.
Stanley walked through the red door.
Oh, come on. Sure. I'll listen to you.
Oh, thank God you are willing to listen to me. Do you
Yep.
see that I really have wanted you to be happy all this time? The problem
No.
is all these choices. The two of us always trying to get somewhere that isn't here. Running and running and running, just the way you're doing right now. Don't you see that it's killing
Oh,
us?
come
Stanley?
on.
I wanted to stop. I would-
Me too.
We would both be so much happier if we just stopped. And I
Stop.
think, well, I think I have a solution.
Open the
Here,
door.
Let me show you.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
What do we want? What are we looking for?
What are we looking for?
Here.
Okay.
Yes. Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it?
Sure.
If we just stay right here. No, wait. Where are you going?
I'm going away.
Oh, no. Stay away from those stairs. If you hurt yourself, if you die, the game will reset. We'll lose all of this.
Yeah, I know.
Please, no, Stanley, let me stay here. Don't take this from me. No! Oh, thank God. You lived. You had me worried there for a moment. Now, can we please get back to the other room?
No.
No. No, what are you doing, Stanley? Please, I'm asking you not to take this away from me. I can't go back to what I was before. If you die, we'll both go back. Why are you doing this?
I want to, man. Woohoo!
Stanley, let's go back to the other room. Can you do that for me?
Oh my
My
god.
God. Is this really how much you dislike my game?
Yeah.
You'll throw yourself from this platform over and over to be rid of it?
Yep.
You were literally willing to kill yourself to keep me from being happy.
Yep.
Am I reading the situation correctly?
Okay, fuck
Or
you.
maybe you're just getting a kick out of it. Do you actually want to stay alive? Or are you just teasing me?
I don't know, bro. Okay then.
I wanted us to be happy here, Stanley. I really did. I wish I still thought that was possible.
Can I jump into the abyss? Woo! No, I can't. Fuck it, I'm going back then. I'm jumping again, bro. I'm freaking jumping. Woohoo!
Is it over?
Yay!
It's going to restart, isn't it?
You can't jump.
Going back.
I can jump. Okay, blue door it is, I guess.
Wait, no. This isn't the right office, is it? Is this Stanley's office?
Yep. What, you want me to go back now? Sure. You want me to double check just so you can say, haha, you checked, man. You fucking checked, bro. Okay. I'm going to the blue door, man. You can't stop me. I mean, maybe there is an ending. Maybe there isn't. Maybe there's several and none.
Stanley
and
came to a set of two open... This was not the correct
Sure.
way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
Yes, I did.
Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire
You know
it.
what? That is exactly what I had in mind.
The lounge
Would you
was
mind?
grand, majestic, perhaps, but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
No, I will not.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Yeah.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not.
I think
I
you are,
realize that
actually.
investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been...
Oh shit. Fuck.
Really? I was in the
Yeah.
middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you
Yep.
that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm
Yep.
on your
Prove
side.
it to me.
Give me
Prove
a
it.
chance.
Yes.
Now listen carefully, this is
Yep.
important.
Mhm.
Stanley walked through the red door.
Yes, I will.
Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door.
Yep.
I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the red... All right, fine, go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well,
Please.
don't let me stop you.
Please.
You see, there's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map, because you were never supposed to be here in the first place.
Okay.
Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted? Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you?
Yes, it
Do
was.
you not think I put a lot of time into that? Because
No.
I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing. Because this is what you wanted to see.
Yep.
Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would
Please.
have made this game better? What did you want to see?
The fucking ending.
Skill trees? Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far.
An ending.
Tell you what. Let me take a stab in the dark at a new design and you can give me some feedback.
Yeah, please.
There we go. A third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead,
Please.
Stanley. Take it for a spin.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version.
It's a
Would
3.
you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here.
I'll give it a 3.
Oh, of course. A 3. Really? Maybe next time we can get you to form an actual opinion, you know? Any level of critical thinking or engagement with your surroundings. Does that sound good?
Yeah, that
Think
sounds
we can
good.
do that? Yes?
Yeah, possibly.
Wonderful. Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. To be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one.
Okay.
Let's take a look.
Okay. Worldwide leaderboard. Sure. Let's go in here again.
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again,
No.
honest answers, please. Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some play testing. You
Thank
wouldn't
you.
mind taking a look at it, would you?
No, it's
Perfect.
good.
Let me boot it up.
Boot it up, man.
In this game, the baby
Okay.
crawls left towards danger. You click the button to move him back to the right, and if he
Okay.
reaches the fire, you fail.
All
It's a
right.
very meaningful game, all about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life. I think the art world will really take notice. But of course, the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours. So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective? Be sure to keep notes on your experience.
You know what? I'm not gonna fucking touch it even once. This is horrible, though.
You heartless bastard.
Yeah.
Did you do it because you hate babies or purely to spite me? Because if
You.
it's the latter, well, I don't
Only
know
you.
what to do. I'm completely out of ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me. I'm not even going to try. I'm out. I'm done. It's over. Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable.
Thank you.
Hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game? Just to ease the pain. Let's
Sure.
see. What do we have here?
Boot up some Call of Duty.
Yes, this seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot.
Oh, come on.
Well, Stanley, is this any better? At last, the one thing you've always desired. A game I had absolutely nothing to do with.
Yo,
But
I
is it
love
enough?
this, bro.
Tell me that, Stanley.
Yes. This is
Will
enough.
it ever be enough?
I want to jump,
Well, I'll
though.
say this. I'm done making things for you.
Yeah.
From now on, I will only create to fulfill a greater artistic purpose. Watch this, Stanley. I'm
this.
going to build a house. This
Where are
will
you?
go here. No, here. And then...
Where are you? Oh, fuck. Shit, okay.
Let's see, what does it need? Yes, of course. And just to finish it all off, yes, it's complete. I made this,
So
Stanley.
pretty, so
Look
pretty.
at it. Gaze upon my work of art and feel ashamed at your own inadequacy. But you've only seen it from the outside. You've only gotten half the experience. Please, step inside and make yourself comfortable.
Please,
Isn't
thank
it
you.
grand?
So
Isn't
grand.
it perfect? It could only be better if... Wait, that's it. We must rebuild it out of diamond. Diamond everything. Yes. Come along,
Please.
Stanley. We have to go mining.
What the fuck is going on? Oh, yeah, let's go mining. Let's fucking go mining, bro.
Oh
This is
my,
amazing.
It looks like it's going to get a bit dark. Have you brought a light?
No. I did
Oh,
not.
No. This
Oh,
is far
iron.
more open-ended than I had in mind. I'm looking for something more narrow and linear. Something that makes you feel utterly irrelevant. This won't do at all. 1 out of 5.
Oh shit.
Even the diamonds couldn't save this one. Okay, new game.
I love that. That's so good. What we got now then? Oh, Portal. Nice.
Yes! I don't even know what this game is, but I love it. You, trapped in a glass box with no way out. Listening to people talk. Oh, it's inspiring.
Oh, I love
I couldn't
that.
have done it any better myself. What is this game even supposed to be? I can't figure it out. Okay,
Me neither.
now I'm curious.
Let me out.
Let's go find out what the hell this is.
I'll bring this. This is amazing. What the fuck?
Oh, it's a puzzle. Critical thinking, Stanley. Your forte.
I love this. What the fuck is going on?
No, actually, you know what? I think that's plenty. I really don't care much to see you stumble through it.
Oh fuck. Okay, give me this wrench. Okay, no. I'll bring my radio then. Filing cabinets. This is so goddamn amazing. Come on, I can't go anywhere. Fuck it, I'll jump then if that's what you want. Okay, what we got here then? What do we got here? 4, 2, 3. I am going back to my place. 4, 2, 5. 4, 2, 7. Yay! Let's push some buttons. Hello. Okay. No. 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 What isn't that grand?
I wonder what he found.
Me too.
If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten it. Down in
Perhaps.
wherever he is right now. I wonder if he's happy with his choice.
Yeah.
And if he's learned the heavy cost that comes with it. He'll understand soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me. Someone who will wrap everything up at the end to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion. That's who I am. That is what I mean to this world. Oh, yes. Yes, I'll be back. There's no other way. Once this ends, after it all comes to a close, then I'll be back. The end will be here soon. Very soon. I can wait.
Yeah, me too. I'll have a sip of water. We're back now? What happened? We're back. No achievement for that? You serious?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
So what do I do now?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
I think I understand
Perhaps he wanted to
the
stop by
layout
the
of the
employee
game,
lounge first, just
but the
to
problem
admire
is,
it.
there an actual ending?
And here it was, the lounge.
And if it is, how the
But
fuck do I
eager to
find
get
it?
back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
I think we're done over there. I don't think
And so
there's
he
anything
detoured
more
through
there.
the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
Anything over here? No. No. No.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's
Oh.
office. Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
Sure. Thank you.
Coming to a staircase,
Can't remember
Stanley
what's down
walked
there, but I
upstairs
think I'm
to his
going up.
boss's
How about
office.
here? No? Right. Should we try this again, maybe? Let's try to go up. Let's see what happens this time. Up. How we doing here? Okay, that's the gag. I've got it. Okay, it's
Here's
already
the
open
door,
up.
just go.
I like that. Can I go down here? No. How about here? Still nothing. Okay. Now the question is,
Stanley
do I
walked
try
straight
the
ahead through
escape
large
again?
door that read Mind Control Facility.
Let's try the escape again.
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
I'm fine with that.
The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and
Actually, I
get
don't
back on
think
track.
that there is anything here. I think I checked it all. I'll go back.
But of course, Stanley thought better of it and realized he simply had too much to live for. The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to
A
himself.
lot of secrets.
Did he have the strength to find out?
How about if I start the sequence, then run to the door and wait at the door for it to open?
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true
Maybe.
nature revealed.
Just maybe.
Each bore the number of an employee in the building. Stanley's
If not, I
co-workers,
think I
the
am pretty
lives
good
of so many individuals
with this.
reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Totally nothing, man. I need to try this. If it
This
doesn't work,
mind control
fuck it.
facility, it was too horrible to
We can
believe
check
it
the
couldn't be true. Had
achievements,
Stanley
see if
really
there's
been
any
under someone's
clues.
control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That
Think
his
so.
emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
Yep.
No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it.
I
His
refuse
own
to
life
believe it, man.
in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Yeah.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls
What happens if I do the
labeled with
sequence before?
emotions,
Let's just try
happy
that.
Or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of
One.
it monitored and commanded from this very place.
2.
And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power
3.
over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Four. This should be an ending. Well, not an ending, but this should be a new storyline. Doing the puzzle before. 5. And then red button. I can't click it. Bloody hell. So we turn it on, we run to the door, see what happens.
And when at
Payload.
last he found the source... Oh, Stanley.
Run.
You didn't just activate the controls, did you?
Yes, I did.
After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted? Control?
Yes. And I want to go into
Stanley,
the door.
I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go, turn the controls off, and leave.
Man.
If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's
There has to be
emergency
something with
detonation
this door
system.
now.
In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are set to explode,
Open it up.
eliminating the entire complex.
Open it.
How long until detonation then?
Now, open it.
Let's say 2 minutes. Now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley? It's your time to shine. You are the star. It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's desires. Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it. Mere
Open it.
moments until the bomb goes off. But what precious moments each one of them is. More time to talk about you, about me.
Okay,
Where
let's
we're
press the red
going,
button.
What all this means. I barely know where to start. What's that? You'd like to know where your co-workers are? A moment of solace before you're obliterated?
Damn
All right,
it.
I'm in a good mood. You're gonna die anyway. I'll tell you exactly what happened to them. I erased them. I turned off the machine. I set you free. Of course, that was merely in this instance
Maybe this
of
is
the
just a
story.
time thing?
Sometimes
I'll
when I
wait
tell
here.
it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone.
Open.
Other times, I let the
Keycard.
office sink into the ground, swallowing everyone inside, or I let it burn to a crisp. I have to say this, though, this version of events has been rather amusing. Watching you try to make sense of everything and take back the control wrested
Yep.
away from you, it's quite
I understand.
rich. I
That's what's
almost hate
happening.
to see it go. But I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go-around will be even better. My goodness, only 34 seconds left.
I'm gonna die at this
but I'm
door.
enjoying this so much. You know what? To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock. Why
Thank you.
not? These are precious additional
Open
seconds.
it.
Time doesn't grow on trees. Oh dear me, what's the matter, Stanley? Is it that you have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now? Or did you just assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off? I mean, look at you. Running from button to button, screen to screen, clicking on every little thing in this room. These numbered buttons, no, these colored ones. Or maybe this big red button, or this door. Everything, anything, something here will save me. Why would you think that, Stanley? That this video game can be beaten? Won? Solved?
Yeah.
Do you have any idea what your purpose in this place is?
I have no idea.
But you really believe there's an answer?
No.
How many times will you replay this bit, looking desperately for a solution? 10? 100? 1,000?
4,
I
I
look
think,
forward
is
to
the
finding
answer.
out and to
4.
watching the bomb go off each time you fail. Just you and me and the retching explosion of fire and metal over and over and over for all of eternity. And Stanley died again. And Stanley died again. And Stanley died again.
Don't think
Take a
this
look
is
at
it,
the clock,
bro.
Stanley. That's 30 seconds you have left to struggle. 30 seconds until a big boom and then nothing. No ending here, just you being blown to pieces. Will you cling desperately to your frail life, or will you let it go peacefully? Another choice. Make it count. Or
No.
don't. It's all the same to me, all a part of the joke. And believe me, I will be laughing at every second of your inevitable life from the moment we fade in until the moment I say, happily ever up.
So one more try. But I'm gonna Google it first. Stanley. I'm gonna run at the same time.
Someone was following Stanley. He was
What?
sure of it. If he checked over his
Oh, I
shoulder
had this
now,
before.
he would
Okay.
surely catch them. It was only a matter of time.
Explosion.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. It was okay.
So
But
there
eager to
are
get
several
back to
endings
business,
in that
Stanley
room,
took the first open door on his left.
but I don't know how to access them. But there's a lot of endings, so I
Stanley
don't
was
have to
so
find
bad
them
at
all.
following directions,
I have
it's
one thing I
incredible
want
he
to
wasn't
try,
fired years
and
ago.
then I'm done, because I think 2 hours is like the cap of
Look, Stanley, I
what
think
this
perhaps
video
we've
can
gotten
be.
off on the wrong foot
I'm gonna
here.
try this
I'm
first.
not your enemy.
I'm gonna go
really,
blue,
I'm not.
red here and see what
I
happens.
realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. What? Really?
Yeah,
I
really.
was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you
Yep.
that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you?
Yep.
Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful.
No, you don't.
Let me prove it.
Yep.
Let me prove that I'm on your side.
Yes,
Give
please.
me a chance. Now
I'll get
listen
you one
carefully,
chance.
this is important.
One opportunity.
Stanley walked through the red door. Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door. I still don't think we're communicating
Now we go red.
properly. Stanley, oh thank God you are willing to listen to me. Do you see that I really have wanted you to be happy all
Oh,
this time?
fuck, it's the same
The problem
shit.
is all these choices. The 2 of us always trying to get somewhere
Same
that is
shit. It's the same shit. Okay, that was 1 hour 45 minutes of the Stanley Parable, and there is 8 more freaking achievements. Welcome back. Quit the game and start again. Achievement. Turn the thing off. So there's a lot of achievements. Maybe I'll give this one more shot. Try to get all the achievements, but this is enough for this video. And that actually seems like kind of a fun thing to do. Try to beat as many as I can, and then Google the rest of them. So I got 2 out of 10 achievements that I got. You can't jump. No, seriously, we can. Seriously, we disable it and beat the game. Complete the Stanley Parable. So the escape thing is the main story, and the rest is other stuff. Yeah. So there we go. Thank you for watching this video. If you would like to do so, subscribing and liking and commenting would help me. I don't know how it would help me, but it would be fun. It would be nice. Thank you for watching. Have a good day. See you in the next video.